stop scrolling right now, because what you are about to hear is not a coincidence. If you are watching this, it means something deep inside you has already been awakened. You didn't just find this message by accident. There is a reason it has reached you at this exact moment in your life. Because this is not just another video, this is a warning and a confirmation for those who are known as God's chosen ones. And listen carefully, because what unfolds starting Monday is not ordinary. It is a shift, a disruption, a divine turning point that many people will not understand. But you will feel it in your spirit before it even happens. Some of you have been feeling it already, that strange pressure in your heart, those sudden thoughts that won't leave you alone, the feeling that something is about to change, but you cannot explain what it is. That is not anxiety. That is awakening. You have been sensing the beginning of a spiritual alignment, something bigger than your current situation, bigger than your emotions, bigger than your past. And now, the message is becoming clear. Something is about to unfold on Monday. Not to destroy you, but to reveal you. Not to break you, but to position you. But here is the truth most people will miss. Only those who are spiritually sensitive, only those who are called, chosen, and set apart, will fully understand what is happening. Others will ignore it. Others will laugh at it. Others will call it coincidence. But you will feel it deep in your spirit. Because you are not ordinary. You are part of a group of people who have been through confusion, delay, emotional battles, isolation, and silent struggles. Not because you are forgotten, but because you are being prepared. And what is coming next is going to confirm everything you have been sensing for a long time. So before we go deeper, understand this clearly. What you are about to hear may challenge your emotions. It may shake your thoughts, but it is meant to awaken your spirit, not confuse you. Stay with this message until the end, because by the time you finish watching, you will not see your life the same way again. Something is unfolding, and it begins now. 1. The urgent warning. You cannot ignore. Listen carefully, because this is not a message you can casually ignore. What is unfolding is not random. It is not just another phase of life, and it is definitely not something you can scroll past and forget. This is a spiritual alert for those who are called, chosen, and separated for a higher purpose. And the warning is simple, but serious. If you ignore what is happening now, you may delay what is meant for you. Not because destiny disappears, but because timing matters. There are moments in life where everything shifts. Invisible doors open, alignments happen, opportunities are released. And those who are awake step into their next level without struggle. But those who are distracted miss it. And what makes this moment dangerous is that it will not look dramatic on the outside. There will be no loud signs, no obvious announcement, no warning in the physical world. But in the spiritual realm, something is moving. A change is forming around your life, your path, your direction. And many will not recognize it until it is too late. This is why this warning cannot be ignored, because the enemy of destiny is not always destruction. Sometimes it is distraction. Sometimes it is delay. Sometimes it is making you too comfortable to notice when God is shifting you forward. Some of you have already been feeling resistance lately, things not working the way they used to, sudden confusion in decisions, emotional heaviness, without reason, repeated delays and closed doors, people leaving your life unexpectedly. You may have thought it was random, but it is not. It is alignment pressure. It is life forcing separation between what belongs to your past and what belongs to your future. And here is what you must understand. God does not warn without purpose. When a message keeps appearing in your path, when you keep feeling the same spiritual pull, when your heart cannot find peace in where you are anymore, it is because something is being prepared beyond your current understanding. But if you ignore it, if you dismiss it as nothing, you may stay stuck in cycles that were already meant to end, not because you are not chosen, but because you did not respond. So take this seriously. This is your moment of awareness. Something is unfolding quietly, but powerfully. and only those who are paying attention will step into what comes next. Stay alert, because the next revelation will show you exactly who you are in this season and why none of this is accidental. 2. Who are the chosen ones? So now you may be asking yourself, who are these chosen ones really? Because this is not about being better than others. It is not about superiority, and it is not about religion alone. The chosen ones are those who have been set apart for a specific purpose, even if they don't fully understand it yet. They are the ones who have walked through more battles than most people know. They are the ones who learned strength in silence, growth in isolation, and wisdom through pain. From the outside, people may have misunderstood them. Some were called too sensitive. Some were told they overthink everything. Some were rejected, ignored, or left behind. Some had to rebuild their lives more than once. But what others saw as weakness was actually preparation. Because chosen ones are not formed in comfort. They are formed in pressure, in confusion, in moments where nothing makes sense, but they keep going anyway. They are often the ones who feel deeply. They notice things others ignore. They sense changes before they happen. And even when they try to fit in, life keeps pushing them into separation, not because they are unwanted, but because they are being positioned. Many chosen ones go through seasons where they feel alone, even when surrounded by people. They question their path. They wonder why their life feels different from everyone else's. But that difference is not a mistake. It is a sign. Because while others are focused on temporary things, chosen ones are being shaped for something greater, something that requires maturity, awareness, and spiritual strength. And here is something very important. You did not become a chosen one overnight. It is a process. It is everything you survived without breaking. It is every moment you thought you would not make it, but somehow you did. It is every closed door that protected you from the wrong path. It is every delay that was actually divine protection. Even when you didn't understand it, you were being guided. So if you recognize yourself in this message, if you have felt different, misunderstood, or spiritually sensitive, then understand this clearly. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are being prepared. And what comes next will begin to reveal why your journey has been so different from everyone else's. 3. The prophecy that unfolds on Monday. Now we come to the part that carries the strongest weight, the part that has been building since the beginning of this message. Because what is being spoken about is not just a feeling anymore. It is a moment in time, a shift that begins to unfold on Monday. And you need to understand something very clearly. This is not about fear. This is about alignment. When we say Monday, we are not only talking about a day on the calendar. We are talking about a transition point, a spiritual turning where things that were hidden begin to surface and things that were stuck begin to move. For many of you, life has felt paused recently, delayed, unclear, like you are waiting for something but don't know what it is. That is about to change, because Monday represents a release, a shift in energy, a repositioning of circumstances, a moment where certain doors begin to open while others quietly close behind you. And you may not see everything immediately in the physical world, but you will feel it internally first. A sense of urgency, a sudden clarity, a realization that something is no longer the same. And this is where the prophecy becomes personal. For the chosen ones, Monday is not just another start of the week. It is a signal, a confirmation that the season is moving forward, whether you are ready or not. Some conversations may happen unexpectedly. Some opportunities may appear suddenly. Some endings may take place without warning. But none of it is random. It is orchestration. Because when destiny begins to move, it does not ask for permission from confusion. It does not wait for comfort. It simply unfolds. And those who are spiritually aware will recognize it immediately. But others will call it coincidence. They will say, "It just happened." But you will know better. Because deep inside, you have already been sensing that something is coming. That things are not going to stay the same. That a shift has been approaching quietly beneath the surface. And now it is about to become visible. So understand this. Monday is not here to scare you. It is here to reveal direction. It is here to separate distraction from destiny. It is here to push you out of stagnation and into movement, even if it feels uncomfortable at first, because sometimes the beginning of breakthrough feels like uncertainty. But for the chosen ones, uncertainty is often the doorway to transformation. So when Monday arrives, pay attention, not just to what happens around you, but to what changes within you. Because what unfolds next will confirm why everything before this moment had to happen exactly the way it did. 4. The signs already appearing before anything fully unfolds. There are always signs. And for those who are spiritually aware, the signs have already started appearing quietly in your life. Not in a dramatic way, not in a way that everyone can notice, but in a way that you can feel deep inside your spirit. Because what is coming has already begun to prepare you. And you may have thought it was random, but it is not. One of the clearest signs is the inner restlessness you've been feeling lately, a sense that you cannot fully settle where you are. Even when things look normal on the outside, something inside feels like it is shifting. Another sign is the repetition of thoughts and patterns. The same ideas keep returning. The same questions keep rising in your mind. The same feeling that something is about to change refuses to leave you. This is not confusion. This is awareness building. Some of you have also experienced unusual emotional waves, moments where you feel deeply motivated one day and then suddenly drained the next. This emotional fluctuation is not meaningless. It is a reflection of internal transition. You are being pulled away from an old version of yourself, even if you don't fully understand the direction yet. Another sign is disconnection. People you used to feel aligned with may now feel distant. Conversations may feel different. Certain environments may no longer feel comfortable. It is like your spirit no longer fully fits where you used to belong. And that is not rejection. That is redirection. Because when destiny begins to activate, it often creates separation first. It removes noise so you can hear clearly. It clears space so something new can enter. You may also notice heightened intuition. You sense things before they happen. You feel when something is off without needing proof. You may even have dreams or sudden thoughts that feel unusually significant. These are not accidents. They are signals. And here is the most important truth. The signs are not coming to confuse you. They are coming to prepare you. Because what unfolds next will not be random. It will connect directly to everything you have been sensing. Nothing you are experiencing right now is without purpose. Even the uncertainty, even the silence, even the waiting. It is all part of alignment. So if you recognize these signs in your life, understand this clearly. You are not losing your mind. You are not overthinking. You are not imagining things. You are becoming aware of a shift that has already started. And what happens next will make these signs even clearer, because the unfolding is only just beginning. 5. What happens if you ignore this message? Now comes a very serious part of this message, one that you cannot treat lightly, because every spiritual warning carries a choice. You can either pay attention or you can ignore it. But ignoring it does not make it disappear. It only changes what you experience next. If you ignore what is being revealed right now, the first thing that can happen is confusion increasing in your life instead of clarity. You may find yourself going in circles, making decisions, then questioning them, starting things, then losing direction, feeling close to breakthroughs, then suddenly feeling blocked again. Not because you are cursed, but because you are out of alignment with timing. Another consequence is delayed progress. Opportunities that were meant to come easily may feel harder than necessary. Doors that were supposed to open smoothly may feel stuck. Not permanently closed, but delayed until awareness returns. And delay is one of the most silent challenges, because it does not look like failure. It looks like almost. Almost there. Almost happening. Almost changing, but never fully moving. That is why this warning matters. Because the chosen ones are not meant to live in almost. They are meant to step into clarity, direction, and purpose. If this message is ignored, another thing that can happen is repeating cycles. Lessons you were supposed to graduate from may come back again in different forms. The same emotional patterns, the same situations, the same internal struggles. Not because life is punishing you, but because something was not acknowledged. There is also the danger of missing timing windows. In life, there are moments where everything aligns for growth, change, or breakthrough. But those moments require awareness. If you are not mentally or spiritually present, you may walk past what was meant for you without realizing it. And later you may ask, why did I miss it? But the truth is, it was not hidden. It was just unnoticed. This is why this message carries urgency. Not to create fear, but to awaken attention. Because when awareness increases, alignment becomes easier. And when alignment happens, life begins to move differently. So if this message is reaching you deeply, understand this. Ignoring it will not stop your path, but it may slow your steps. It may delay your clarity. It may keep you in cycles you were already meant to outgrow. But responding to it changes everything. And what comes next will show you the deeper truth behind all of this and why none of it is happening by accident. 6. Hidden truth. Most people don't understand. There is something most people will never fully understand about moments like this, and that is why so many miss their turning points in life. Because life does not always announce transformation in a loud or obvious way. Sometimes it speaks in silence. Sometimes it speaks through discomfort. And sometimes it speaks through situations that feel confusing at first. But here is the hidden truth. What you are experiencing right now is not chaos. It is construction. Something is being built within you, around you, and ahead of you, even if it does not look like it yet. Most people only understand change when it becomes visible. But the chosen ones are different. They are being trained to recognize change before it appears. And that is why this message matters. Because what is unfolding in your life is not random events happening one after another. It is a pattern, a design, a sequence that is leading you somewhere specific. Even the things that felt like setbacks were part of shaping you. Even the delays that frustrated you were part of positioning you. Even the endings that hurt you were part of protection you did not understand at the time. And this is the part most people miss. Nothing is wasted in your story. Not the confusion, not the waiting, not the isolation, not the emotional pressure. It is all being used. But used for what? For alignment, for preparation, for awakening. The hidden truth is that before elevation, there is always a phase where things feel unstable. Not because you are losing your path, but because your old path is dissolving. And when old structures collapse, it can feel like everything is falling apart. But in reality, something new is forming. Most people panic in this stage because they assume breakdown means failure. But for the chosen ones, breakdown often means reconstruction. You are being rebuilt into someone who can carry what is coming next. And what is coming next requires a different level of awareness, strength, and emotional maturity than before. That is why certain things no longer fit your life. That is why certain people no longer align with your journey. That is why certain doors no longer stay open. It is not rejection, it is refinement. So the hidden truth is this: you are not in a random season. You are in a transition between who you were and who you are becoming. And once you understand this, everything starts to make sense. Even the parts that once felt like confusion. Because what you thought was delay was actually preparation, and what you thought was silence was actually direction. 7. What you must do right now. Now that you understand the message, the warning, and the signs, the most important question becomes, what are you supposed to do right now? Because awareness alone is not enough. Understanding alone is not enough. You must respond, and not with fear, but with clarity and alignment. The first thing you must do right now is pause the noise. Step back mentally from confusion, overthinking, and emotional overload. Not everything happening around you deserves your attention. Some things are distractions designed to pull you away from your direction. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is where clarity returns. The second thing you must do is observe your life honestly. Look at what has been repeating. Look at what keeps closing. Look at what keeps shifting away from you. Instead of resisting it, ask yourself, what is this trying to show me? Because sometimes, life does not speak through answers. It speaks through patterns. The third thing you must do is stop forcing what is not flowing. If something is constantly blocked, delayed, or confusing, forcing it will only increase frustration. Not everything is meant to continue. Some things are meant to end so something better can begin. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is making space. The fourth thing you must do is strengthen your inner awareness. Pay attention to your intuition. That quiet inner voice that you often ignore is becoming more important in this season. It will guide you away from confusion and toward alignment if you listen carefully. The chosen ones are not led by noise. They are led by discernment. The fifth thing you must do is protect your energy. Not everyone has access to your next level. Not every opinion deserves a place in your mind. Not every conversation is meant for your attention. Be selective with what influences your thoughts right now, because what you focus on is what shapes your direction. And finally, you must accept that change is already happening, even if you do not fully understand it yet. Resistance will only create delay. Acceptance creates flow, and flow is where clarity begins to return. You do not need to rush anything. You do not need to figure everything out today, but you do need to become aware, intentional, and present in this moment. Because what is unfolding is not asking for panic, it is asking for readiness. And those who become ready will begin to notice something powerful. Doors that once felt stuck will start to shift. Confusion will begin to lift, and direction will slowly become clearer than before. So right now, do not ignore what you feel. Do not dismiss what you sense, and do not walk past this moment without reflection. Because what comes next will require you to be aligned, not distracted. 8. Spiritual activation. Transformation moment. Now we reach the turning point of this message. The moment where everything begins to shift inside you, not just around you. Because understanding was only the beginning, awareness was only preparation. But now comes activation. This is the moment where you stop simply observing your life and start stepping into it with clarity and intention. Something is being awakened within you right now. Not something new, but something that has always been there, waiting beneath the noise, beneath the confusion, beneath the doubts. And if you are feeling something stir inside you as you read this, do not ignore it. That feeling is not random, it is recognition. Because deep down, the chosen ones always know when it is time to rise again. Even after delay, even after silence, even after confusion, there comes a moment where something inside says, enough. I am ready to move forward. And that is what is happening now. This activation is not about becoming someone else. It is about returning to who you were always meant to be. The version of you that is not driven by fear, but by clarity. Not controlled by confusion, but guided by purpose. Not stuck in cycles, but moving in alignment. And as this transformation begins, you may notice subtle changes. Your thoughts becoming clearer. Your emotions becoming more stable, your intuition becoming stronger, and your desire to let go of things that no longer match your direction becoming more natural. This is not coincidence. This is internal alignment taking place. But understand this clearly. Transformation is not always comfortable at the beginning, because when you step into a new level of awareness, you also step away from the old version of yourself. And that old version may resist, it may question, it may try to pull you back into familiar patterns, but you are not meant to go back. You are meant to move forward. This is your spiritual activation moment, not to create pressure, but to create clarity. You are being called to trust yourself more than your doubts, to trust your direction more than your confusion, to trust your process more than your fear. Because everything you have experienced up to this point has been shaping you for this exact moment of realization. And now that you see it, you cannot unsee it. So breathe into this moment. Release the weight of overthinking and allow yourself to step into a new level of awareness where you are no longer reacting to life, but responding to it with intention. This is the beginning of transformation, not in theory, but in experience. And what comes next will confirm that this shift was not imagination, but preparation for what you are becoming. Now that you have reached the end of this message, take a moment and breathe. Because this was not just information, it was a reminder, a wake-up call for your spirit, a confirmation for your heart, and a moment of realignment for your path. You were not meant to hear this by accident. You were meant to arrive here at this exact point in your journey, with everything you have lived through bringing you to this awareness. And now that you have heard it, something inside you cannot go back to how it was before. Even if your mind tries to question it, your spirit already recognizes it. So receive this final blessing with an open heart. May clarity find you where confusion once lived. May peace return to places where anxiety tried to take control. May strength rise in you where doubt once tried to weaken your direction. And may every closed door in your life reveal itself as protection, not rejection. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not behind. You are in process, and everything you have been through is shaping you into someone stronger, more aware, and more aligned with your true path than you have ever been before. Even the moments you thought were delays were preparation. Even the moments you thought were endings were redirections. Even the moments you thought were silence were guidance in disguise. Now, as you move forward from this message, do not return to distraction. Do not let doubt take control again. And do not ignore what your spirit has been trying to show you. Instead, walk forward with awareness, with calm confidence, with trust in your unfolding path, because what is coming next in your life will require presence, not confusion. And for those who truly resonated with this message, this is your moment to respond. If this message spoke to your spirit, take it as a sign to pause, reflect, and realign your thoughts. Comment what you felt while watching this, because your words may help someone else who is going through the same awakening. Like this video if you are choosing to walk in awareness instead of fear. And subscribe, not just for content, but to stay connected to messages that may continue to guide you through this season of your life. But most importantly, carry this truth with you. You are not alone in what you are experiencing. You are part of a deeper journey, one that is unfolding step by step, even when you cannot see the full picture yet. And as you move forward from here, trust that everything is aligning in your favor, even if it does not look like it yet. Because what is meant for you will not miss you, and what is unfolding in your life right now is only the beginning.